Minecraft as usual. But I'm not joined here today with anybody. Been having a lot of nat type. Had turned off my internet, and yeah. But luckily, I found me a civet out of it. Ooh, a mushroom. So basically, this is going to be like an all-survival world. And, yeah. Might I add, there might be a survival subscriber island pretty soon if I can get any of my subs in here that play Minecraft. Like I said, it'll be a huge island for you guys to build your stuff on. There'll be trees, forest, and all that. Like I said, you guys build your stuff on there, and yeah. If I can find me an iron biome, you guys can have it. Ooh, looks like a place. Clear out, get some food. Clear out all these animals, you want to get some food. Like I said, if anybody joins in and like let's say you're by Fred or PlayStation or something like that, I'll let you build. I don't know. Y'all can build wherever you want, but if you're one of my subs, I'm gonna give you a special island for you guys to hang out on and survive on and make your houses on. But there's a catch to it. If I hear if there's like something going on with the island, and there's somebody you'd messing with, damn creepy. Now, like I said, if I hear anything from one of my subs is like, okay, there's this guy, you know, he's being mean and all that, you're off the island and off the world. If I don't like it and they come tell me about that, then you're off the island, basically, because I don't want people making fun of other people on my island and they get away with it. So you make fun of other subscribers, you're off the island. I might get you to come back on the island. I don't know. You might stay on the island, but I'll give you the 5 chance rule. Where if you mess up 5 times, you're out off the island for good, and you gotta go out in the entire world and survive on your own. Let's just say you'll be banished from Survival Island. Yeah, you'll be banished from Survival Island. Believe me, I don't do. If y'all do that, you like make fun or you're griefing somebody. Here, I'll put up the rules on Survival Island. Like I said, y'all can make Survival Island like Survival Island City. Like it'll be a island city thing where you guys can hang out, survive, and if you don't like that, y'all can take a different approach and go off the island and all that. Like, let's say, oh man, we've already done so much stuff over here. Like, we don't have any supplies. Well, you guys could come off Survival Island and into the mainland to get supplies. So I'm going to permit that, and I might say you might have to bring a map with you at all times, because I'm just saying. Believe me, I got lost, and you can look at one of my recent Minecraft videos that I've got lost. That was a weird voice. But, basically, I'm gonna give you guys, if you're one of my subscribers and you're like, hey, I wanna play, join in and all that, I'll let you join in. Like I said, I'll let you join in. But 5 chance rule, you use up all your 5, you're banished off the island and you have to go survive on your own. Plus, I mean, there could be a good marketing deal in Survival Island, where like if you get banished, and there's like somebody, like I don't care, y'all guys can put in like a money system and all that, and like let's say, so one of my survivor comes in, what about like let me get this right. So like let's say like I'm a new subscriber and I'm like, hey, I want to join the programmer's Survival Island. I want to join his Survival Island so I could get started on my stuff. Well, basically, if y'all run out of island, I don't care. You can build onto it. Just make it to where it's an island. Like I said, I'll let you guys go on mainland to get land, like sand and dirt and all that, to make the island grow a little bigger. And it'll still be an island anyway. Like I said, you guys keep. Like I said, guys, make y'all's world. Make extend the island. I don't care what you do with the island. Y'all could extend the island out however much you want. Like I said, I don't care what you do with your island. Y'all could incorporate a money system where you could trade iron and all that. Like, I wouldn't say you would sell a house for diamonds, because that's kind of, I'd say that's kind of ridiculous in so many ways. I mean, who wouldn't want to buy a house for like 3 diamonds? Or you could make your own houses. I don't care if you guys make stores or whatever, but when I get on the island and y'all try to do that money system stuff with me, that don't work. Because we've already got all our stuff. I don't like being on a world where somebody's like, oh, could you gotta get this, you gotta buy this. You know, it's like, No, I own this world. I should be able to get my own stuff without you guys, giving it to me. Or even making me pay for it. That's the one part I don't like, paying for it. But I mean, if you guys like to pay for crud like iron and all that, and I don't care. Do what you have to do. So let's say y'all guys want a money system in, okay? So here's how the money system goes, okay? So you guys start up the money system, and let's say, okay, maybe you should give people jobs on the island. Oh, creeper. You're probably thinking, oh, maybe we should give jobs to people on the island, maybe that make it, realistic. Okay, like, I don't know why you would want to do that in the first place, but... I don't know why you guys would want, like, people to build your houses when you can just build it on your own. So, if one of y'all wants if a few of y'all want the money system, then, if all y'all want the money system, y'all can do it, but when I'm in the freaking world, nah. No money system. When I come on the island and, see you guys doing the money system or something like that, I'll be fine. But don't make me be in the money system. I own this world. Don't be telling me to buy stuff from you, because literally I own this world. Don't be giving me stuff. I don't want you guys looking up on me like as somebody would. Like, I don't want you guys to see me, Turkey Royal, and what's his name, Cam the Killer, and think we're higher up than you guys. You guys can probably get cool stuff too. Like, I'm just saying, like, don't look up to us. Well, don't look up to us as your role model. Because obviously, you don't want us to. But like, when we come and we have like full diamond and all that, don't act like we're like famous and just like, it's like, wow, bro, I want to be your biggest, I'm your biggest fan, and all that, and I'm like, why would you look up to me, Turkey, and what's his name? Turkey, Royal, and Cam? If we have frickin', what's it called? Diamond armor or diamond weapons. You guys could be the same, y'all guys could get diamond weapons and all that. And like, let's say you're not in the habit of the money system. Well, I could take that, I could get rid of the money, I can easily take it away if you guys start abusing it, and like there's new players that join in on survival subscriber island. If y'all guys start abusing it to a point, I'm shutting down the money system. I don't care. Like, I will literally come into subscriber island, take everything away. The diamonds, the armors, and y'all guys will have to re-get it, so. Don't think me, Turkey, and Royal and Cam won't come and raid. That's another thing. If y'all join in, you're like, I don't like this money system thing, and, I just want to build my house. I don't want, I can easily fix that too. I could separate the islands for the island for the people who want the money system. and the people that don't. Because I know there's a few out there that like making their own houses without, you know, the money system. Believe me, guys, I hate the money system too. Some guy came up with. So let me guys tell you a story. Story time by Pro or Broku 115. So one night I was playing with my friend Seablaze and what's his name, Google, and this other dude, and we were like all chilling, right? And this was a long time. This was way back when I got PSN, so basically, what happened was, what's it called? I can't think of it. So basically, what happened was, we were chilling in this world, and, we met a modder, and he was like, hey guys. We were like, hey, what up, man? So, me and Seablaze befriended the modder, and he was like, hey guys, you know what? We could mod some stuff for you and all that, and like we go in Minecraft worlds and all that, and we can mod, you know. And I frankly remember what he says, like, hey, don't tell anybody about this, but if you tell why would you do that? Like, why? Even if we did, what's the point? Because they're not going to do anything. What happened? Let me get into this more, but basically what happened was me and Seablaze were befriending them, and they told us not to get mad around this one guy, and we were like, okay, we won't, you know, because we were acting cool. Seablaze didn't have a good start, and then he started to become friends with him. And then Seablaze got mad to the point where he was like, you know what? I'm done with you guys. I don't care if you He's like, I don't care no more about your stupid mods and all that. I don't care if you mod my PlayStation 4. He's like, modding is for like scrubs. He's like, but to Seablaze, he's like, are you gonna tell anybody? He's like, no. He's like, you know what? Why would I tell anybody? There's no point of telling anybody about it anyway. So then Seablaze was getting mad all of a sudden, and I don't know if I'm telling the story right, but Seablaze got mad at what's his name? I forgot his name, but what's his name? He got mad at Google's friend, and he was gonna take down my house and his house. I was like, because me and him were like rivals back then. So I was like, dude, don't blow up my house. He's like, I don't care, bro. I was like, dude, kick him before he blows up my house, because, you know, me and them were friends. They're like, okay, and we were all talking about Seablaze, like, how bad he was, and I'm sorry, Seablaze, I didn't notice it until now, but, well, I noticed it a long time ago, but, back to what I was saying, I should have trusted you, Seablaze, because, you know, you actually did, you know, teach me something that day. Is like, I should have left that world and unfriended Google and all that. But my deal is, why did you not invite me to a party and tell me about that? You know, make me get away from Google and all that. So, like, finally, C-Blaze left, and I was like, Lou, did you hear C-Blaze and all that? Because, you know, I was acting like a big stuff back then, you know, and I was like, you know, like, you know, at what certain point in life you act like a big stuff, even a kid. I don't say that. I know, like, little kids that do that shit. So, that I was like, they were talking about Terraria, and Google and his friend were talking about Terraria, and I was like, oh, what's that game about? And they're like, well, it's basically like Minecraft. I was like, oh, I kind of like Minecraft, well, should I get it? And they're like, oh yeah, you should get it, it's actually good. I was like, okay, you know, I was like, well, will you guys still be on when I get back? They're like, yeah, we'll be back on. So, I think when I got Terraria, yeah, I did. I got the season pass for Xenoverse while I was there. Because I was playing Xenoverse back then a lot, so... Basically, what I did was I got the season pass to get the GT and the third DLC pack, which nobody knew about that back then, so... Nobody knew about it that much back then, so... I got Terraria and the season pass for Xenoverse, entered the season pass in. I still have the season pass to this day in all 3 DLCs. I got Terraria and I still have that, so I was like, I can't wait to play this with Google, cause, you know, he was you know, a modder, so I was like, man, he probably could give me good stuff. And this, remember guys, this was long ago. I don't do this stuff no more. Believe me. If you have a friend who mods and they say they're threatening you and all that, by they're gonna hack you, defriend them and block them. Because that's gonna get you in a ton of trouble. And if you make them mad, they're probably gonna delete your PSN account and all that. So delete them. If they say they're gonna hack you and all that, and they know how to do mods, take no chances and just delete them. Because what's his name? So I'll tell you about that later. So I get back home that night, and it was night time, so I was like, man, I can't wait to put this in and, you know, play it. Well, I got the special edition, which came with a ton of stuff. I was like, wow, look at all this cool stuff. Hi, zombie. So, it came with, like, stickers and all that, and I was like, okay, this looks okay, yeah. So then, I was like, before I got the disket, I got on Minecraft. I saw Google was still playing Minecraft with his friend and all that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna join them back in so I could continue building on my house, and we'll probably play, like, Terraria later. And I swear you die, guys. I swear you die. That once I joined in that world, got in the party, put on my bike, or made a party and put on my bike, they said my house was griefed. They said my house got griefed by and I said, okay, who griefed it? They're like, it was a C-Blaze kid. I was like, C-Blaze did this? And they're like, yeah, he tried to... He blew up, he joined back in and tried to blow up, he blew up your house and then he tried to blow up ours, and then, you know, and then just try to blow up ours, and then, you know, what happens, and he's like, I'm like, my house, man, where am I supposed to live now? So they're like, Oh yeah, so like right as I come back, my house is blown. It's like gone. It's gone. And you know what I think they did? And I'll tell you after the story what I think they did at that part. So, we stopped them from blowing up our house. I was like, I'm gonna get C-Blaze. I'm gonna tell C-Blaze about this later because you know I was mad. If he blew up my house, I was mad, guys. I was very mad because I mean I did all that work and put into it, and now it's gone. There's just a big gaping hole where it was now, and that's why I never let anybody start up my other worlds. Unless there's somebody I know, unless there's somebody I could trust. I guess I couldn't trust Google though, because I don't know. He's just, I don't think he was trustworthy for me back then. So they're like, oh yeah, we forgot when you left and all that. We incorporated a buddy system where you had to use gold and iron and diamonds. I'm like, so then where am I supposed to live now? With all this buddy stuff. This buddy system. So they're like, oh yeah, we built up our house. So I was like, okay, I'll go check it out. I don't care no more. They're like, oh, we'll just give you a room. I was like, okay, I mean, y'all can do that. I don't care. So, after all this, they give me this tiny ass room. With no, I was like, you know what, guys? You know what? I'll just take a mule out, because they said, like, they had all this stuff. I think I know what they did. So basically what they did is, I'll tell you after this, after I'm done with this entire story, is that, so I took a mule out to one of the hills and got supplies and all that. I was like, okay guys, y'all want to get on Terraria? They're like, yeah, let's get on Terraria. So I got on, and they're giving me all this modded equipment, like infinite flying and all that. They're giving me infinite flight. They're giving me tons of stuff, and I'm like, thank you guys, you know, this makes up for my house, you know, being gone, so thank you guys. So, you know, after a few weeks and all that, I'm like, okay. I think this is good, I think this is good, thank you guys, you know, I was like, I'm not too cool with this right now, because the guy gave me like a few modded items. He did give me a teleport item. He did give me freaking wings again. Well, here's how it went down. So I was like, you know, I feel like this is cheating, and I would rather get my own stuff in Terraria, except for, you know, flying around the whole time. Because that's not just me. That's not me. You know, using all this stuff that they're giving me. That's not me. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just going to delete all the stuff he gave me and do this stuff on my own. I'm like, I'm probably gonna regret it, but whatever. So delete it. And I'm playing. I'm like, this sucks. Because he had pretty good stuff, and I just deleted it, and I'm like, thanks. So, after that, I message him, and it's been like a long time, so I haven't, you know, talked to him, or his his friend, or nothing. So I'm like, well, maybe since Google, I'm gonna invite Google to the party. I'm like, what up, man? he's like, what up, pro? And I'm like, yeah, that stuff you gave me, I accidentally deleted, and, you know, I kind of want to, like, the Infinite Flight stuff. All that, he's like, oh yeah, I'll just duplicate some more of it and all that. And he's like, I'm like, bruh, okay, you know. He's like, but could you help me with my house, you know? I'm like, well, what do you want me to help you with? And he's like, well, I'm making this room up and all that. I'm like, okay, you know, I'll help him this once. I was like, okay, and then after that, I'll probably get my, you know, and then after that, I'll get my duplicated stuff. Yeah. He said yes. So I was like, okay, that's good. So now me and him are working on his house in Terraria while, what's it called? And then I finally get done, and I'm like, okay, can you give me my stuff? The duplicated infinite wing flight. He's like, okay, and I'm like, what's taking so long? He's like, nothing. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna let you do a few things for me, you know. I'm like, what? I just finished your house. He's like, you know what? I want you to go up and make me some rooms, and then I'll give you the stuff. I was like, thanks a lot, dude. You just ripped me off. So, after that, he gave me a few duplicated stuff, and I was like, where's the wings at? And he didn't give them to me. I was like, dude, just give me the wings. And he started laughing. I'm like, why the fuck are you laughing? Is there something fucking funny? He's like, I wasn't gonna give it to you anyway. I was like, oh yeah, thanks. So now, you know, like, I was like, dude, me and you go way back, and you know, now you're just acting like, oh, nah. I'm not giving you nothing now. He's like, what? So it's like, can we please go on one of my worlds? He's like, okay. So we go to one of my worlds, and he was like, he kept trapping me, laughing. He was laughing too when he was trapping me, and I was like, why do you do this? It's not right. And then one of the times I was like, you know, I'm just done with Terraria, with all this, you know, because you're not giving me nothing, you know, all that. You're my friend, you should be helping me and all that. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go down to the Netherworld and defeat the boss down there, so it gets 10 times harder. So, like, I just begun, and now he's just pickaxing all the way down. And he has a fast pickaxe, so I'm like, can you wait for me, please? So I can get some good stuff. And every time I try to get good stuff, he would take it from me, like, oh yeah, you don't get that. You don't get that. So then he had a teleporting thing. I think he gave me the wings. I don't know. He gave me a teleporting staff or something like that. And I was like, okay, staff, and he could teleport anywhere he wanted. I was like, dude, can you go duplicate that and give it to me? He's like, okay. So, what's it called? What's it called? He tried to, see, what he was trying to do, right? And I think I still have that teleporting stuff. I don't know. I'll have to check later. But basically, what he was doing, right, is he was trying to act like one of those people above, you know, who's above you. And you know what? He could have hacked. He's acting like he was like putting a grudge on me because he's like acting like he's gonna hack me. I don't even think he could. But my deal is, if you guys ever run into a person named Google on PlayStation, do not friend him. He is just a liar. He is the one of the meanest people on PSN. Well, actually, Zeno's. Well, I would think Zeno would be, because you know, if you get on Zeno's good side, I mean, he makes fun of you sometimes. I think he's joking, because that's what I take it as, you know, as a joke. But you know, now he's acting serious and all that. So yeah. But after all that, he gave me the teleporting staff and a few good stuff. He's like, dude, give that back. I'm like, no. You know, I was like, you don't give me nothing. Even if I do give it back, you're not going to give me nothing. He's like, oh no, I will. It's like, okay. So then he left his world, and he said he was going to go duplicate. I think he was... See, this is what I think he was doing. He was leaving his world. I was like, I have to go... He's like, I gotta go about one of my other worlds. I was like, do whatever you have to do. So I was like, okay, he's like, okay, make a world. It's like, okay. So I make a world. I was like, okay, where's my stuff? He's like, oh, I did duplicate it. I was like, thanks. Cause, you know, he was one of the people who's like, I don't know what to classify Google as, but he's not nice. If y'all guys ever meet a guy named Google, just don't even friend him on PlayStation. Don't. Because what he's gonna try to do is he's gonna try to put a grudge against you. Maybe I should have left the party and, you know, joined with C-Blaze, because, you know, I think C-Blaze actually saved me that day. Well, should have saved me that day from Google. We should have both just left his freaking world and, you know, because they were pairing up with me. I was like, okay, maybe this will turn out good. Turns out it really didn't. So he finally gives me all the not all of it, but he gives me some of it. He gives me the teleporting staff and all that. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. He's like, bro, since you're always asking for stuff and all that, I'm not gonna be your friend. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, because you're always asking for stuff from me. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're the one who told me about this stuff, and you said you would actually give me modded stuff. Well, he's like, well, you know, I just can't be your friend no more. I was like, well, maybe, I was like, Google, you know what, why don't you get Xenoverse? I was like, He's like, this is like the last time we see, you know, talk to each other. I was like, okay, okay. I was like, but wait just a second, Google. Wait just a second. He's like, what? I was like, before you leave, I want to talk to you. And I was like, when you get Xenoverse, since I already have Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I want you and me to fight one day. As friends, not enemies. He's like, yeah, maybe. He's like, yeah. When I get the game, I'll refund you or something like that. I was like, yeah, well. I was like, make sure when the day comes and you get Xenoverse to join one of my parties and tell me you've got it. Because, well, I was like, because believe me, I won't be holding back. He's like, okay. And they left. I never heard of him ever since. And this is what I think he was doing. This is what I think Google was doing. Let's see, what I think he was doing was, I think he was... The first time what I think he was doing was that he was trying to get me and C-Blaze to, you know, try to start to hit each other and one of us to, like, mess up. Because they said if we messed up or something, they said if we messed up or something that we wouldn't be able to join their world no more. We were like, nah, don't do that to us. Don't do that to C-Blaze. So don't do that. He's like, okay, we're gonna give you one more chance, C-Blaze. You know. He's like, okay. And I think when I went to GameStop to get the season pass for Xenoverse, I think what happened was that they went to my house in Minecraft, and they either they made TNT in survival, or they went in creative and blew up my house. Because the only options I see was they were put it in creative, and that's how they got diamonds and all that. The second thing is, I think once they got rid of C-Blaze, they were gonna start that. Google's friend was telling them, okay, now we gotta get Pro out. We gotta get Pro out of here. And he's like, all in, you know, and I'm like, why? Why would you... First of all, here's the one reason. Why would you go and destroy my house on Minecraft? That's what I want to know. Why would you do that? There's no... That's not gonna hurt me. I mean, it's just a house with, like, tons of items in it. It's not like I can't go back out and get it. But, yeah, like I said, if you ever meet somebody named Google on PlayStation, do not friend him. Just block him. Even if you're friends with him right now and you were just like me, block him. I don't care what he gives you. But with that being said, avoid Google. And yeah. Like, this will be the end of the video right now. So thank you guys for joining me today. For, like I said, I'm gonna make a subscriber island soon, and I may get my friends to join in, and we'll make this mountain like like a place where we can all live and all that, where we could share all our stuff, and then you guys could make and then we could make what's it called? Make a subscriber island for you guys. So what's it called? Thank you guys also again for joining me for this episode. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to do my YouTube career without you guys, or even my video, because, you know, you subscribe to me. And, I'm sorry I did not do a video yesterday for Mother's Day, but, like I said, hopefully you guys spent some time with your mothers for Mother's Day yesterday, because, I mean, they were the ones who gave birth to you, and I just want to say right now, I will be releasing the Broku story part 2, so make sure you get hyped for that. And like I might as well say right now, the Broku stories are going to be long, because I'm going through each saga in each series. So I probably won't make a Super one until I know the entire story of Super. But like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and make sure you favorite this video on YouTube. And make sure you share this with everybody you know. Like I said, this is Broku 115 signing out. Peace.